What is the difference between providing a potential customer with information and convincing them that that information is true? The answer lies in whether or not you apply persuasive writing techniques. I'm Eliza and I'm part of the copywriting team here at Blank Theory. You can have exceptional products, unbeatable service, and all kinds of amazing deals, but none of it matters unless your audience believes it. There are many consequences that come from poor copywriting. It can be a primary cause of low impressions, low conversions, and low click-view rates. Fortunately, there are a few key hacks you can implement to ensure effective copywriting. Here are 5 techniques you can use to persuade your audience. Technique number 1, convey urgency. By invoking a sense of urgency, you tap into one of the 7 principles of persuasion, scarcity. This principle engages our fear of missing out, which is a fantastic motivator for prospects. It prevents procrastination so that customers take that crucial step from considering a purchase to actually making that purchase. A sense of urgency can be provoked by things like time-sensitive deals and exclusive offers. But how can we communicate urgency through copywriting? Short, sharp sentences with minimal flourish create a sense of urgency for readers. There are also specific words you can use to really get the ball rolling. Quick, now, fast, win, won't last chance, limited time. These are words that engage our brain and put things in motion. However, be careful not to go too negative. Balance it out with some positivity. Remind readers of what they'll gain from choosing your product rather than what they'll lose if they pass. Technique number 2, frame things in a positive light. Never underestimate the power of positivity. Fill your copy with puns and wordplay, use descriptive language to bring some imagery into the mix, and just have fun with it. We bond more quickly with brands that give us a positive experience. You can also establish a positive connection by giving the reader permission to treat themselves. Your aim here is to eradicate the notion that choosing your product means sacrificing money. Choosing your product means to accept a gift. When customers buy from you, they are expressing a kindness to themselves or their loved ones. Using this technique, you are tapping into another principle of persuasion, reciprocity. Another great tip is to frame the product or service as a solution to a problem. First, present your audience with a problem to which they are likely to relate. This will help your brand feel honest, accessible, and obviously relatable. Once readers are presented with a problem, they'll crave a quick and simple solution. This is exactly what you give them. For example, when writing for K-On, I've often been tasked with outlining the benefits of various four-wheel drive accessories. This is a pretty straightforward job as there are plenty of benefits to speak of. However, copywriting means more than just conveying information. In this case, I've reframed the entire piece so that four-wheel drive accessories become solutions to various problems. I might title the blog something like 3 ways to show your Prado some love, or 5 hacks for a great off-road experience. Blog topics such as these act as helpful guides for readers, solving their problems rather than simply listing selling points. It is a much more interesting way to present the topic than a benefits of four-wheel drive accessories approach. Technique number 3, develop trust. We are exposed to around 6,000 to 10,000 ads a day. Out of these thousands of products and services, why should yours be any more worthwhile? Developing trust will help you achieve 2 principles of persuasion: authority and social proof. Authority is pretty simple. Customers need to believe you know what you're talking about. This is why it's useful to pack evidence into your copy, including quick facts and stats where you can. Back your claims with support from experts and associate with well-liked celebrities, labels, awards, claims, and titles whenever possible. Phrases like "our award-winning team" can help you slip these details into copy quite easily. You should also keep in mind that authority doesn't have to come from external influences. This is your area of expertise. Lean into that knowledge and advertise it to consumers. Own the title of expert. Furthermore, endorsement from existing customers will help prospects feel confident in choosing your product. Make reference to the fact that you have returning customers, and describe your most popular products as bestsellers. If you're wondering if this is all worth it, consider that surveys suggest 46% of consumers would pay more for brands they trust. Technique number 4, writing creatively. Studies have concluded that as of 2021, the human attention span had dropped to 8 seconds, decreasing by 25% in just a few years. Digital fatigue is taking its toll, and nearly 1/5 of people say technology is a source of stress. Back in 2016, when consumers were asked why they implemented ad blockers, 64% admitted they found them annoying or intrusive. With so much digital and marketing content being thrown at consumers, it's only natural that they should have little patience for what we have to say. Fortunately, there are ways to regain and hold a reader's attention. It's kind of the linguistic equivalent of snapping your fingers in front of someone's face, but, more polite. For one thing, a fairly liberal use of short and lighthearted subheadings is encouraged. You should also incorporate rhythm and rhyme where you can to keep readers captivated. Engage with the specifics of unique selling points and create word pictures with interesting adjectives. Use active language that encourages readers to actually do something. Keep it varied so that words like get become seize, grab, or pluck. List things in groups of 3 or 5. Ask the reader questions and then answer them. Don't be afraid to use humour. It only takes some small tweaks to keep readers engrossed in your content. Technique number 5, form a connection. It might sound oversimplified, but likability is one of the most important things you can possess as a brand today. It pretty much ties in with all the other persuasive techniques we've discussed. Everything we do, every decision we make, is essentially for the purpose of maximizing likability. The current digital culture rejects the idea of a faceless corporation and instead demands sincerity. We want brands that feel personal and relatable. 88% of consumers say that authenticity is important when deciding what brands they like and support. Similarly, 66% of consumers think that transparency is one of the most attractive qualities a brand can have. This means that when we write content, we need to be honest, vulnerable, and sincere. Adopt the collective voice of your target audience. Ask yourself, what would concern our customers? What would their lifestyle be? What problems are they likely to run into? Don't ignore these problems, acknowledge them. Bridge the gap between your brand and the individuals who interact with it. Emphasize unity, encourage loyalty, and cooperate on mutual goals. Establish a community around your brand with inclusive and welcoming language. As you've probably gathered, there are many ways in which you can use persuasive writing techniques. The key is to figure out which techniques make the most sense within the context of your brand. With assistance from copywriters, you can find the perfect hacks to support your brand. Which techniques do you find the most effective? Comment down below. I'm Eliza, thank you so much for watching, and subscribe to Blank Theory for more educational content.